In this video, we'll derive multiple datasets from our DEM that we can then use for our habitat suitability model. Search for the slope tool in the geoprocessing pane. The input for all of our layers should be our DEM. Name the output raster as slope, leave the rest as is, and click Run. We now should have a slope raster where the darker colors represent steeper slope grades and the lighter colors represent little to no slope. Next, let's create an aspect raster. Go to the geoprocessing search bar and search for aspect. Make sure to use the MIC-DEM layer and then name the output as aspect and click Run. A rather colorful raster will then appear on our map, and take a look at the legend on the left and you'll notice each color is representing a cardinal direction. This raster shows us what direction our slopes are facing. Now let's search for the Hillshade tool. Input the DEM like before and name this layer Hillshade. Keep the azimuth and altitude as it is and click Run. The Hillshade tool creates a realistic view of the terrain by mimicking a 3D surface from a 2D display. By setting the azimuth and altitude, or the light source, the tool calculates an illumination value for each cell based on the relative orientation of the light using both slope and aspect. Finally, let's create some contour lines to pair with our Hillshade. Search for the contour tool and add the DEM as the input, name the layer as contour, and set the interval to 100 feet, then click Run. The DEM was originally created at a 10-meter resolution per pixel with elevation in meters, but since has been transformed with feet for linear, horizontal units, and feet for vertical units as well. The contour lines are continuous, non-overlapping lines that connect points of equal value. Thus, we now have a new vector dataset where the lines are spaced out at each interval of 100 feet. In the next video, we'll attach some of the values from these layers to our viewpoints. This way, when we make a map, we can label our points with the values for our slope, aspect, and elevation.